Hey everyone, Henry from Smoky Hills Outdoor Store here in Texas. Nope, just kidding. I'm in Minnesota and it's snowing. And I wanted to put together a video in the snow, of course, this morning about our skid houses. We have a lot of questions on skid houses. A lot of people aren't familiar with them. And a lot of our ice castle customers that do live on a lake want something that can just push out for that Sunday, you know, taking the grandkids out to go fish a couple of hours. And these really are awesome to do that with. So we sell 3 different brands of skid houses, which is awesome. We've got the Alumalites, which we've been selling for many years. We added Ice Castle, the little skidder, this year, and I'll show you some of that. And of course Ambush. We also have Ambush's skid houses, which we did have last year, but we're waiting for the new models. So as soon as I get those, I'll make sure I do a video for you just on those ones. So let's start with the Alumalite and the Ice Castle houses. And as you can see, we have quite a few in stock here behind me. We also have some running that way. So lots and lots of options and colors available. So on Alumalite, we have 4 different sizes. This is the easy one to remember. It's going to be a 5x7, a 6x8, a 6x10, and a 6x12. And I'll quickly show you all those different ones. The 5x7 is new for us, and we decided that we don't want to go with the shorter walls on it. We're going to go the same as everything. It's going to have taller side walls because it's easy. You can stand up in it. People didn't really like the little Munchkin as much because you had to crouch because it was not as high ceiling in it. So let's start with the 5x7. Weights run $475. Now I'm going to try and remember all of this. $475 on the 5x7, and then we're gonna go to $550 on the 6x8, $650 on the 6x10, and $750 on the 6x12. Those are going to be the weights on the Alumalites. The Ice Castle is going to come in a little bit heavier because it has a different construction. That one's going to come in at 1,100 pounds on the 6x8, and also it is finished, so a little bit heavier on those. So let's start with this 5x7. We decided to do V-fronts on all of our houses, and we also do the extreme model. So it's got diamond plating, it's got the awesome High-Fax on it, comes in some cool new colors. Has the new doors on these this year. As you can tell, it's more of an RV style door that similar to what Ice Castle would use, so we like that. We also like the fact that these are made in Minnesota, like all of our skid houses. And I'm going to sneak in here in the 5x7. This is such a cool little skid house. Fully spray foam, and Alumalite skid houses are all aluminum construction. So that means that the studs are aluminum in these, and also the frame that it sits on. And it's fully spray foam. So most people are going to leave it just the way it is. They're not going to finish it inside because it is pretty cozy and it is going to stay warm. What do I warm it with? Well, Mr. Buddy heater, sunflower heater, and of course you can install a wall mount or a vented wall mount as well on these, but really they don't require much because they're so much smaller and pretty insulated. On the floor there's going to be different configurations. For the most part they look similar. Obviously the bigger houses are going to have more holes in it. And then we also do have some that have the trough, which doubles as a spiral, and I'll show you guys a trough if I can find one, which is essentially a spiral in these. So that was the 5x7 coming in at 475 pounds. I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I'm going to go through some facts. It might run a little bit long, so bear with me. Next house, I believe, is going to be this guy. And this is going to be the 6x8. So this is the one step up. And I'll show you some of the features. Once again, that's on every single Alumalite. These do come with a hitch or a yoke. We just put them away when they're out on the lot. So you can attach this. And I'm going to show you something cool in the back of the side. The Extreme model this year also includes a spot to put a propane tank. So that's super handy. And as you can see, we also have the ability to attach on both sides of this house. And obviously deeper snow, you want to pull with a V-front, but if you do have to pull it backwards, you can absolutely do that. Let's run into the 6x8 quick. So same amount of holes in the 5x7, but you can tell we have a little bit of extra room. And this one also happens to have the spear hole, or what we call the trough, in it. So you can just fish it normal. Let's see. This one's going to be easy to get out. There we go. A little stuck. So that's what the trough looks like. Nice and framed around it, and nothing in the middle to get in your way. So great spot to do some spearing as well. You know, darken it a little bit. Let's keep moving. Next size up is going to be the 6x10. So that's going to be the 650 pound one. So we're going to just keep on going, and I'll show you the largest one. Might have to go down the line a little bit. And 6x10. 6x10. I see a 6x12 down here. There you go. And here's the biggest one that we stock. It's not the biggest one they build, it's the biggest one we stock. And this one doesn't have any holes in yet. We're going to be cutting holes into this house. But this is the 6x12, so really, this is 4 people can fish in this without any problems. Cool thing about Alumalite is soda blooms. They also do some custom sizes. We have a lot of people that's going to do guiding this winter. A lot of new people getting into that, whether it's with ice castles or skid houses. So we actually did some custom 8x16 skid houses, which is really cool to see. So a lot of different things happening in the skid house world, and a lot of people are getting into it. Also an inexpensive way to get into it. SmokyHills.com, I'll put the link in there. Every single house that's here is listed with prices, so it's easy to know. We also have the weights online if I messed anything up. So next on the list is, let's go to ice castles, little skidder. So we're going to head back this way a little bit, guys. And we've had a lot of requests for these. We brought 6 of them in. They're different colors. They are fiberglass. And let's talk a little bit about the construction. So there's a different construction in these. The frame is going to be aluminum on these houses, but on the inside they're built just like an ice castle. So looks like something came loose here. So when you get inside, they're finished like an ice castle. They have hole lights, they have ceiling lights. Of course, they have a spot for your battery. The studs in this is going to be wood studs on top of the aluminum frame, and the walls are spray foamed with fiberglass on the outside. The one thing that is not spray foamed in this model is the floor, which should be a simple and pretty inexpensive thing for people to do. Every single little skidder that we have from Ice Castle is going to be a 6x8, and they're all going to sell for $4,995. So a lot of interest in these houses that are tad heavier, like I said, wood construction, and of course, you know, finished. So that does add some weight, coming in at 1,100 pounds. So that's the skid houses. I would love questions from everybody. And if you have any questions on these or comments, please put them in there. And I'll make sure I post that ambush when that comes in, because I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do for that. Anything else, you know, SmokyHills.com. Appreciate everybody watching. Can't wait to ice fish.